Made in the USA. Is it just a clever marketing term, or is it truly a way that you can be profitable in today's economy? I'm Jamie Gorman, the host of Be Better Business TV, and I'm joined today by Patty Baisden, the Vice President and co-owner of QMT Wind Chimes. Good morning, Patty.
Good morning.
This morning we're going to be talk about manufacturing, inventory control, and creating products in the United States. Be Better Business TV is a live program, so if you have questions for me or for Patty, feel free to chat those in, and we'll answer those live on air. So Patty, the common business knowledge is that if you're going to be competitive in manufacturing, you need to go offshore. You need to, in order to get those costs down and be competitive. Is that true, or is that not a true?
I believe that is a myth.
Okay.
I believe manufacturing in the United States can be done, and I'm doing it.
Right.
So I believe it can be done. Some of the issues people think exist need to be balanced with other negative effects of going offshore.
And what are some examples of that?
The efficiency gains, the quality control,
Okay.
Inventory management.
So as far as the quality control, once you go offshore, you start losing control over that quality.
You lose control over your product.
Okay.
There is no quality control compared to my husband or I, or a manager, or someone who works in the factory who really cares about the product and is proud of the product, that can see the product in their local store when they see it and say, I made that. And being able to walk through the factory and see what's being made in real time and say, wait, did you notice that? Are you sure that box is put together right? There's no replacement for that.
Okay, so certainly quality is one aspect of it. What about things like regulation? And getting, is there an advantage or disadvantage in whether you have to go to a foreign country or whether you can manufacture here in the United States?
Regulations.
I've heard that, of course, when you go into other countries, there's aspects of, just getting a plant set up or doing those types of things. Sometimes there's things you have to overcome with the government.
I don't know a lot.
You avoid that.
That's yes, I avoid that. There are some advancements that we have not looked into because of regulations that we think would exist or would be hurdles to overcome.
Okay.
But so far we are able to partner with businesses within the United States that do offer those services for us.
Okay. So if you aren't doing it yourself, there's people to partner with to kind of get over some of those types of things.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, does it matter, like for the industry? So you manufacture wind chimes.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter what type of industry, based on, the costs and the competitiveness within an industry, on whether it makes sense to manufacture here or offshore?
I think there are probably some levels of things that it makes a difference, but for the most part, within the United States, it is possible to do it. Within the United States, we need to be more efficient and have the high-tech manufacturing is more efficient.
Right.
My product is not necessarily high-tech, and it still can be done. But many of the efficiencies that can be done overseas, one that people think of as cheap labor.
Right.
That has to be offset with transportation. It has to be offset with you're giving your product up to someone else to make.
Okay.
So you don't really own it.
Right.
Because you have an idea and you go to someone to do your idea for you. So when you're doing it here, you own it.
Okay. And so there's examples of, in different industries, high-tech and high labor-intense industries that are being successful manufacturing here in the United States.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, Be Better Business TV is live, and so you're welcome to chat in any questions that you might have. And so we'll go and see if we have any questions from our audience.
With the cost of labor so low in other countries, is it realistic that a U.S. manufacturer can compete in price-sensitive industries?
Right, so we talked a little bit about that, but it seems like the driving factor of going offshore seems to be the labor costs. So is that part of the myth?
That is part of the myth.
Okay.
Yes. There is a very large manufacturer in Virginia that my husband and I met through the Virginia Manufacturers Association that works near Virginia Beach.
Okay.
And they actually are building a plant in China, not to import those products, but to sell them in China.
Okay.
Because the Chinese government requires that they have some investment before they can sell within the country. Our country
Okay.
does not have any requirements of foreign countries businesses for
Okay.
that. However, all their products within the United States are made within the United States, and their margin is within very few percentage points. I want to say 2 or 3, but I don't want to misquote.
Right,
but it's
right.
very, very close.
Okay.
Because the other costs of shipping and regulations and inventory coming in, things like that, offset the cost of labor.
Okay. All right. So, boy, that's interesting. So they're actually building the plant so that they can, almost a distribution plan as part of the investment, so that they can export their U.S. made to China.
No, in China they will make the
Oh, they'll
product.
make it,
They'll
but they're
make
only-
the, they
okay,
are
I
only
see.
allowed in China. They are only allowed to sell what
what's
they
made
make.
in China. Okay,
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
What other type of laws do you see that, I guess, the fair trade type policy things
Mm-hmm.
where, where other countries require this in order to sell there, but we don't require that for them to sell here?
Yeah, that is really the only example I know of.
Okay.
Luckily, wind chimes are not a highly regulated
Alright.
product.
Okay.
There is a major competitor that we have that has gone offshore.
Right.
Did they gain any more profit from that? I have no idea. I know
Okay.
the quality of their product did suffer.
Okay. Yeah, and I've heard that for several industries.
And as far as what you get for the cost of a product made in the United States, it's a value proposition.
Okay.
It may cost more on the front end,
Right.
or it may not, but it may cost a little bit more on the front end, but the value proposition is it's going to last. It's
Okay.
going to have quality. Many products in the United States, and of course there are going to be some low quality products
Right.
made in the United States, but most products that I come across that are made in the United States are higher quality.
Okay.
So it's, do you want to, if you really like to shop,
Right.
maybe you want to buy imported.
Buy something cheap that's gone so you have
Right.
another reason to shop in a little bit. Okay.
Right. We do not engineer obsolescence into our product.
Right.
So if you want to buy a wind chime every 12 years, then buy one of the Made in USA wind chimes. If you want to buy one every 3 years,
Okay.
you know.
You still buy them every 3 years, right? You
Well,
just have
yes,
more of them.
you-
Okay. Right.
Or buy them for your friends.
For gifts. Okay. All right. Right. I don't want to get people in this 12-year cycle.
Yeah, no. We don't
Okay.
want that either.
Great. Well, I thank you, Patty, for joining us today. But would you care to take a minute and share a little bit more about QMT Wind Chimes?
QMT Wind Chimes is the premier, I'll say, manufacturing company in the United States that makes wind chimes. Our signature line is the Corinthian Bells wind chimes. Those are the ones that people usually ask for. We have other lines to suit other tastes and price points. We also do, I have to throw in, we do have a pink wind chime
Okay.
that is for the girls'
I
wind
saw that on-
chimes.
yes.
Yes. We do not make a profit on that. That's my pet project.
Okay.
My mother is a 10-year breast cancer survivor, and I came up with the name and the idea for the pink, for the girls' wind
Mm-hmm.
chime to give back to the breast cancer cause. And so that is our newest endeavor.
Well, and I like that aspect of, once again, a local business giving back to the community.
Yes, that is very important.
Great. Well, thank you. That's a great idea and a great business, and I thank you for being on the show. I'm Jamie Gorman, the CEO of Sigma Business Management. Thank you for joining us here on Be Better at Business TV. Being better at business helps you make better decisions, which leads to better results. In Sigma Business Management, we help you be better at business so you can get those results.